If you're age 40 or over, you've probably lived through enough challenges and victories and joys and mistakes to fill a whole library, honestly. You have life experiences, you have real stories, you have lessons that matter and that other people can benefit from. People need what you know. But what's the action you're going to take to be able to share it and start impacting the world? Is there really a best way? Should you write a book? Should you start a YouTube channel? I've done both of these things, and both options can be powerful. Both options can earn you some money, and both can help you reach people and actually create something meaningful and helpful. But writing a book or starting a YouTube channel, they're not the same at all. So in this video, I want to walk you through some of the benefits, some of the challenges that you'll find with both, and some of the smart strategies you can use to pick which one is right for you. First, I want to thank today's video sponsor, Nexus Clips. It seems like every day YouTube is putting a bigger emphasis on the importance that shorts play in growing your YouTube channel. But how do you make shorts without doing a whole lot of extra work? Nexus Clips makes the process super easy to find and clip viral shorts content from the videos that you're already making in the long form, to make simple edits, add captions, and even schedule and post right on your YouTube channel. I like this simple approach in making videos, and let me tell you that Nexus Clips keeps it simple. And you can get yourself a 10% discount off of a Nexus Clips subscription by using the link down in my video description. All right, back to the question, write a book or start a YouTube channel? We're going to start out with writing a book. So many people over the age of 40 have this quiet dream, maybe they've even never talked about it, that they had this dream of putting their story or their expertise in a book. Actually, a New York Times survey found that 81% of Americans say they have a book in them. Do you have a book in you? And there's really great reasons for people to consider writing a book. Books are timeless. When you get them printed, not just digital, they carry weight. They can live on shelves and in the hands of people for years and for generations to come. Now, I haven't actually published a book under my own name. I've done ghostwriting for other clients, and I definitely learned through that process of interviewing them that the leaving a legacy aspect of writing a book was a really big deal. Now, here's some of what I think the biggest advantages of writing a book might be for you. You control the message of a book from beginning to end. You can go deep, I mean really deep, into writing out and articulating your story, your process, your method, your insights. A book tends to build instant credibility for you. People see authors as experts. And I will say that if you're into this kind of thing, having a book that you can give somebody is pretty much just about the best business card you can have. And thanks to the opportunities made available with platforms now like Amazon's KDP, it's really easier than ever to self-publish and keep most of your royalties. But it's not all easy. Writing a book takes time. Honestly, it's months and months of enduring effort in most cases. And once it's done, then you should really get it edited and have somebody else take a look at it. And I know that I've heard people and clients say that it feels like a bloodletting for them when they've poured over this thing that they've given their heart, soul, and mind to, and then they find it to be scrutinized and all marked up. Plus, along with editing, there's formatting the book so it can be easily read and designing a cover for it. And if you don't have those skills for those sorts of processes, then you have to hire other people to do them. And here's what I think a lot of people don't really realize, and I really want to be honest with you about. Once your book is done, the hardest part might still be in front of you of actually trying to market it. If it's a book that you want more than just a few people to be able to have in their hands, you have to have a pretty developed marketing plan available, just so even if you just post it on Amazon, there's millions of books on Amazon, and to have yours be able to be seen and get traction and be bought and get reviews on it takes an awful lot of work. If you don't already have a built-in audience or an effective marketing plan, your book just honestly might not get seen, let alone read. But if all those things don't shake you up from me saying them, and you love writing and you crave deep reflection, and you want to create something that lasts forever, and it may not be the biggest deal to you if you don't write a immediate bestseller, then writing a book might be an excellent choice for you, and you might really love the process of it. Now let's shift our focus and talk a little bit about YouTube. And maybe your first thought is, I'm too old to be on YouTube. Nope, not true. I'm in my mid-50s, and I'm really enjoying being on YouTube, and seeing some fair success from it. I think YouTube is seeing a great uprising of people in the Gen X generation and older that are just kind of having the opportunity to share their wisdom and connect with people and have an impact. So let me share a few things that I think makes YouTube a perhaps surprisingly good option. Number one, it's fast. You can come up with an idea, record a video, and have it published out to the world in less than a day. YouTube gives you a medium to be able to connect directly with people. They see your face, they hear what you have to say. They feel like they get to know you as you keep publishing and they keep watching, and they have the opportunity to communicate back with you with the comments. Whether you believe it or not, YouTube's algorithm is inherently designed to help people find you based on the topics that you're sharing about in your videos, even if they've never heard your name before. And once you start your channel and really work on growing it, there's other opportunities that come from multiple income streams that all can use your YouTube channel as the foundation. There's monetizing your channel once you get to that point with the Google AdSense program. There's affiliate marketing. There's one-on-one coaching. There's maybe making even digital courses or further ebooks from what you're doing. And honestly, the list goes on. But YouTube is certainly not all pie in the sky either. There are definitely some challenges on this side of things. So let me share some that I've encountered. YouTube has a pretty strong learning curve to it. You have to learn how to record things. You have to learn how to do some basic editing. You have to learn how to make thumbnails and titles that get attention so your videos get clicks and viewed. It can seem a little overwhelming at first, but I will encourage you to just take a step at a time and learn with every video that you make. YouTube requires consistency and regular posting. Even short videos can take a lot of time and energy to make and to edit. And while growth on your YouTube channel is definitely possible, you just can't expect it to happen overnight. Growing a YouTube channel takes intention, it takes strategy, it takes patience, it takes fortitude to keep going when you're getting not the greatest amount of views on the videos that you really pour your heart and soul into. But the big picture with YouTube, if you enjoy teaching, you enjoy sharing, you enjoy connecting with people, you enjoy maybe having a little bit more immediate feedback with things, then YouTube might be a good choice for you. All right, so that's a brief look at the positives and negatives of both, and you might be thinking, well, Diane, both of them sound like a ton of work. Well, what is there worth doing in life that doesn't require work to make it happen? So how do you decide what might be the best one for you to start working toward? Well, let me ask you a few questions that might help to parse things out a bit. Do I feel more natural when I'm writing or when I'm speaking? Do I like behind-the-scenes creativity, or am I okay with showing up on a screen? Do I want to work on something that is ongoing and that keeps growing over time? Or am I going to be happy when I have something in my hand that's done and fully polished? Do I need quick engagement, or can I live with delayed results? You might think through those questions and find yourself leaning strongly in one direction, and that's great. Pick one and start there. And just remember that nothing's permanent. You can always change or add another one later if you feel like you want to. So with all that, I would truly love if you would leave me a comment and let me know what you're thinking, which one you're leaning toward, and maybe why, because I'm just curious where you're coming down on all this. But I will let you in on another little secret. You don't have to choose just one. We've got writing a book on one hand, and we've got creating a YouTube channel on the other. But what would happen if you...
Put your hands together.
Now, I know that everybody has a limited amount of time and energy and bandwidth. So considering both of them, especially at the same time, might end up being a little bit much. I get it. But truthfully, a book and a YouTube channel can really work together in a beautiful way. Here's how. As you're writing, you can post videos on your YouTube channel to kind of test some ideas and see what your audience responds to and what they like and what they really don't seem to react to at all. That might help you hone in on what the exact topics are that you want to include in your book. Or, and I've seen a lot of people do this, you can write your book first and then use your YouTube channel as a marketing medium to be able to get the word out. And that means you talk about why you wrote the book. You tell some deeper stories from what's in it. You give some behind the scenes stuff. Maybe even create a video series based on your chapters. All these things can work in the search ability online with Google and YouTube together, that people might be more likely to find you when they're searching some of the topics that you're talking about, and get your name out there and your book a little higher in the search results. Or you could even consider putting your book out there just as a digital product, as a digital version that you could sell via a link for download on your video descriptions, and maybe not even put it on Amazon at all. If you didn't, you can keep all the profits that way. Your YouTube channel builds community and builds more opportunities to be found via search, and your book gives something deeper to put in your viewers' hands and enjoy. For both you and your viewer/reader, the combination of both could be pretty cool if you're able to pull it off. So that's a lot. I get it, and I hope you're not overwhelmed at this point. But whether you choose to write or whether you choose to record videos, I hope you'll consider what it means for somebody who may be out in the world waiting to hear what you have to share from somebody like you and then be able to benefit from it. You've lived a lot in life so far. You have things worth sharing. You have things that people are waiting for to hear from someone like you. And this 2.0 season of our lives for a lot of us, it's the perfect time to step forward. Your voice is valuable. You have wisdom to share. Maybe not everybody thinks that, but the right people who are looking for it from someone like you will think that. This season of your life could be the most powerful and impactful one yet. So I'm your encourager for you to just go for it. Start the book. Start your channel. Start sharing. You already have everything you need to get started. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really rooting for your success no matter which path you pick. And I'd really love to hear in the comments what you're thinking and what you're thinking of pursuing. Oh, and this is a great video for you to watch next.